Andrea Lee has had this at the 12th.
Yeah, she's played some incredible golf the last couple months or so and continues the run here today.
In our broadcast in just a bit, Serena Mendoza on the other end of the spectrum. Veteran out here looking for her first career victory. Big putt at the 10th. She'd go on to shoot earlier today. Lexi Thompson passed winner here. This for birdie at the 6th hole. Her 15th of the day. Grant Loon, Morgan Kressel, and Lexi. Morning wave. Tore up Blythefield, head out the afternoon with the winds picking up a little bit. This is the uphill par 3 fifth. Jennifer Kupcho. 3 early birdies. That would lead to a 4th. Already a winner. She's played great all season long. Needs to pick it up here. The lead at -8.
This course went through a decent renovation just a couple of years ago, and they widened this 8th fairway significantly. And they added a tremendous drop-off long and right of the green, but...
Saw her yesterday in contention. Brittany's due at the beginning of September with her second child, and she says she's probably going to shut it down after next week. KPMG Women's PGA coming up on the LPGA Tour.
In the last couple of years.
This is a 6-iron. That was a pretty low ball flight for Brooke.
Sit down, yeah. It's going to stay there. They were worried it was going to charge through, but it's going to be just fine, and she'll have a good look at birdie.
It's a 7-iron.
Swing.
Oh, this is very good from that lie.
Oh, yeah. Terrific shot.
It's pretty good from any lie, from the middle of the fairway.
Birdie.
Solid putt there,
yeah, birdie for Nelly.
She's been really impressive, and this is the one thing that we've seen her struggle with, is not getting off to the best of starts, but really turning that around here so far this week.
Let's get back to 8.
And Jennifer Kupcho, we saw her 3rd shot come up a bit short. This to go 5 under in 8 holes. She would fit the profile of a winner here, wouldn't she?
Major champion.
It's definitely picking up in the afternoon.
How did the course play condition-wise? It looks beautiful out there. What a shot. Wow.
She just tied you. Did you feel expectations when you got onto the LPGA Tour a couple of years ago?
I did. I was #1 amateur at the time, and when I turned professional, and I definitely put a lot of high expectations on myself. I kind of expected myself to go out there. And
we're at the 18th par 5, and another terrific young star, Yuka Sasso. 9th hole of the day, walks it in, the U.S. Open champ from 4 weeks ago.
Checking with Patty Tavatanakit, who's had a bit of a mixed day. She had a double bogey at the 4th, couple of birdies, bogeyed #2, so 1 over for the round. She's got a chance to take it out. Back-to-back birdies coming into this hole, but she's going to give back one of the shots at 9. Dropped a shot on the opening hole, and so Se Young out in level par.
Got a birdie putt here for Nelly Korda.
Played a nice little pitch from about 40 yards away to here.
This is the first time that she's ever defended on a course where she won the year before. This is the 5th time that she's defended a title, and every other time it's gone to a different golf course. She was glad to finally come back to a place where she'd won.
It's a very strange feeling when you go back to a place where you won and
you
remember everything you did.
The 28-year-old from Hong Kong makes her home in Vegas now. Tiffany Chan played at USC. Monday qualified this week. She finished tied for 9th at the Bank of Hope match play, but because she was a sponsor's invite, she got no CME points in a no-cut event. Have an advantage, I think.
Yeah, I think you have to clarify that, as the stipulation is if there is no cut in the event, but you could argue that that event in Vegas does have a cut. She looks like she's using a little bit more hands in her putting stroke than we're used to seeing. Almost hinging her wrists a little bit more back and through. That'll lead to a lot of inconsistency with speed and direction.
Only a rookie on the LPGA Tour. She'd never played an LPGA event.
6th hole, she missed a short putt for a birdie. But I think when you do that early in the round, you kind of work just a little bit harder on those short putts.
Yeah, it becomes mental after that, Karen, to just try and put that out of your mind.
This is really close for it to be in my book. I'm okay with it from distance, but when you're that close, it just feels strange. It looks strange to me.
Mooney here long at the 15th. Coming back into the wind now.
But it sure is fast on that front left. What a shot.
What a shot from Mooney. He gets her back to level par.
And out of that lie. Wow.
Oh, just didn't. Going back up the hill there. Jennifer has a good day going. 6 under par, the best score of the afternoon wave.
All right, at the par 5 18th just a moment ago, U.S. Open champ from a couple of years ago, Alim Kim. Easiest hole on the course, or 9th hole of the day.
Especially with this hole playing downwind today, it almost is like almost feels like a par 4 to a lot of the players out here. This is the play, Karen, where you take a little bit more club and try to not hit something 100% full, control the ball flight. It's got that turning a little bit too far to the left, but good distance control. Was taking it out on some of these short putts, but then recently she decided, no, I'm going to leave it in any time that Brittany does not tend the flag.
I think that focuses the player's mind on a smaller target.
They needs to land this just on the front edge of the green, with the hole location being only 7 paces on today. Just like that. Really well done.
This from 175. This downwind. This was an 8-iron. High shot. Flag tucked on that right side. Got to draw just a smidge. All right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought it was going to get a hop forward towards the hole, but still a good tee shot earlier today. This is Nelly for birdie at 13.
And it's a good looking roll, but needed just that smidge more.
So Nelly remains at 2 under. That's tied for 36th. Scoring is usually very low here.
Jennifer is one of those players that she's just such a fantastic ball striker that she doesn't really have to have the best putting week to play well. She always gives herself so many opportunities.
Tee shot.
Oh, and this was a 7-iron in her hand. She's one over par at the moment. Could do with something good happening. And this is going to be something good, Tom.
Certainly is. And that should lead to a birdie there for Se-Young Kim. Over at the 13th, Se-Young Kim for birdie.
A little bit of wind on her back with this putt, which makes it a little bit more challenging. There you go, back to even par for Se-Young.
Nice to see Charlotte Thomas back on the LPGA Tour. Had some injury, illness issues, but now back out here. And that one's in the middle of the green at 50.
Just should be more straight uphill from here.
Okay, that's one to forget. Just asking for it to sit down. That's the back of the green.
13.
Cupcho to get it to 7 under par within 1 of the lead. Looks good and drops. So Jennifer's on a great run today. Could well have the lead after the opening round here at the Meijer LPGA Classic. Back over at 13. Titicone's leaking a little. No, looks like a good line. Oh, looks like a really good line. I wish that it would have popped forward.
That is not my expertise. I have no clue.
Just missing out. I was going to say I've never fished, but I have actually. once.
I've done some casting. I don't know how much fishing I've done, but I've done some casting.
I wasn't very good.
Plenty of daylight after the show today if you want to go out. Find a hot dog. Third shot, par 5 14 for Brooke Henderson.
This from 93 yards, and she did really well to put it in a position in the fairway to have this shot. Had a horrible lie off a tee shot, and she'll have a birdie chance.
You can see how the stick is bending over.
The good news with this change in the weather is that cooler temperatures are ahead for the next 3 days, not even to get above the upper 70s.
Well, I think it's considerably more pleasant out there today, Karen, than it was yesterday. It was scorching yesterday.
Just a moment ago at the 11th, Gemma Drybrook struggled a little bit, 1 over par, looking to turn things around, and it might well happen here. Yes, a 2 for the Scotswoman. That's back-to-back birdies.
I'm excited to go back in, what, 2 months now?
In August. Here's Nelly, third shot.
It's a really nice cushy lie at the back of the green.
Oh. She's very, very confident, and this is the reason why. She nearly holes them.
Yeah.
So often.
It's really difficult, though, when you're playing in the afternoon, you see some really low scores in the morning, and you feel like you're just not getting anything to go like that.
Took all the break out of that tap in.
Jennifer will be playing just more towards the center of the green. Looks like she got it turning over a little bit.
Just a little.
I mean, but what a break to get it to kick back into the fairway, and now she's got a 20-footer for eagle.
Well, Jennifer Kupcho has this for eagle at 14 and the outright lead. Go ahead. Yes! Jennifer Kupcho.
Now the par putt at 15. Okay. So not getting any easier with the breeze. And when you look at the forecast for the rest of the week,
It should be helping with the right.
Big full swing, goal to keep it just below the hole. Plenty of club.
yep, it's fine, just there. Tough hole.
So it's so difficult to pull the trigger on a shot. Because when you're standing there, you felt 3 different wind directions.
Oh, good shot there.
Advantage Henderson there.
Yeah.
That's not the direction you want the flag to be blowing in.
You don't need to make the hole any smaller than it already is.
But, oh,
Just gave it a little too much, almost though she knew right away with her body language. 3 here is a good score, though. It's a tough hole, 3rd hardest hole on the golf course. And Brooke remains a couple under par. 2019 and Nelly in 2021. And that could, going to hang there. We talked about that slope at the front of the green, but that would get her to 10 under par.
Chevron Championship, which led to that victory. Is this another one?
It just didn't come back. Still, 3 is a good score, as we've mentioned. This is a tough hole. 17's a tough hole as well.
Eagle 18.
Yeah, eagle at 18. That, oh, hold on. That was almost another short putt that missed there. And that is a really good tee shot there. So 3 of, well, should have gone for a birdie at 15, saw the good tee shot. He's to get it to 5 under par. It just is fooling the players. That whole location has just proved to be so tricky to pick the right line. Okay, so only a 3 for Titicum.
I'm halfway up the hill right now, and I can barely stand up. It is so windy. This also a wedge.
Back there. Go. Oh, and she gets a little bit more of a release. Came in with a lower trajectory than Nelly did and was able to get it all the way back to that top shelf. To my eye.
I think she was expecting that wind to blow it, and she didn't get that right gust. to keep it left.
I'm currently 123rd in the race to the CME Globe. 2 birdies, 2 bogeys so far today, and hello, that should be a birdie there for J. Marie. J. Marie Green at 13th. She was worried this ball was moving. And she does make the birdie there. Good 2 at 13 for J. Marie Green.
Follows up the double at the 15th. Charlotte Thomas at the 18th. She was in the second group out.
Fortunately, the golf course didn't get too much damage. They got about a ½ inch of rain, but didn't affect too much in the way of the bunkers or limbs down, and they were able to start on time today, which was great.
NASA rolls in a birdie at the 16th.
Just didn't give that any pace. That was a tentative stroke. Oh, that hurts.
Thick stuff to be in this lie, Karen.
Huge. That makes all the difference in the world. Because that rough is particularly thick and lush down that right side. That'll do.
That wasn't far away. That pitched about a foot from the hole, maybe less.
And we talked so much today about commitment, which is the most important thing anytime, but especially when it's windy.
It's so hard. You're standing over the ball and all of a sudden you feel the wind switch, and just impossible sometimes to buy into it.
And a chance to get it to 4 under par, which is a really good score this afternoon.
You'd think the ball should move to the right as well. Get low and still through that one. Nice par.
Oh, yes. So Nelly gets to 4 under par. Jodie a couple over par. I thought she might have a chance last week. Couple back going into that final day. Is it going to stay up there? So she'll have a chance to eat into that 2 over score.
There you go.
Okay. Keeps her at 1 over par.
It's a lot out of you mentally and physically. And the players that I know who have tried to play pregnant, they've said that they've lost power. They've just struggled all around. It hasn't really been a benefit in any fashion.
So work to do for Jennifer Kupcho, trying to get it up and down to stay at 9 under. Did she hit it? I don't know if it would have dropped on that line, even if she'd given it just a little more pace. So it remains 3 under. Maybe make an eagle on this hole, the 18th.
That's what Brooke Henderson has in mind.
Only 157. This is an 8-iron.
She loves this time of year. 4 wins in the month of June.
That same sort of energy level that you have, because by the end of the week you are absolutely exhausted. But early on.
2 eagles and nearly a third from Nelly.
Technically so simple, Morgan, isn't it? Oh my goodness.
Loves it here, as do all the players. Big crowds, great atmosphere. Se Young.
Downhill, but back into the wind. It's for eagle. Will it?
Go ahead.
Yes!
Wow, what a roller coaster of a day for Se Young, but what a way to finish. Try to not let that wind push you too close towards the golf ball. Breaking a little bit to her left. Nice stroke.
Second on tour in birdies. Closing birdie.